Hi guys, welcome back. I'm going to start running a declutter series. Lately I've been rummaging through my makeup collection and I've noticed there's a fair few products in there that kind of need wheedling out. So I thought, why not do them together? So if this is your thing too, hit the subscribe button, then ring the bell and you'll be notified of all the future declutter videos in the series, really. Sorry, my mind just went totally blank there. And just think, this intro is going to be on the front of every one of the declutter videos. Nice. I'm not going to delete it, I'll just keep it real. So make sure you've got a cup of tea, you've pulled up a chair and you're comfortable, because these are going to be quite long ones, I think. So with that being said, like I said, pop the kettle on, pull up a chair, I'm going to jump in the shower, and let's dive into these declutters. Welcome back to part 6. I think we're on now of my makeup collection and declutter series. We have got highlighters. There's plenty of them here. There is kind of creams, liquids, powders, there's sticks, there's lots of random things. You will see that there are very random shades. Some of them I do use as eyeshadows because I can't use them as highlights, but I now can't fit these in my drawer. They are kind of scattered all throughout my collection and I want to keep them in one place all together. So some of these have really got to go. There's a lot of Revolution here. I like Revolution highlights. We got some high end. There's a lot of drugstore. There's some in between. There's even a brand that I've never really heard of before, which I'm absolutely really enjoying the formula, which is cool. But if you're new here, hello, my name is Amy. If this is your kind of thing in the videos you like to binge watch, just like I do, because this is all I've been binge watching lately, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell and then you'll be notified of all the future uploads from here. Face palettes after this one. We've got single shadows to go. We've got eyeshadow palettes. Then there's eyeliners and mascaras and brow products, and there's plenty still to go without lips. There is plenty of lip products and I've got to shift a lot of that. So yeah, hit that subscribe button and come and join me. We're having a lot of fun. So yeah, let's dive in. I hope you've got a cup of tea. You're going to need it. Right, straight off, I am going to declutter this one. This is the Soap & Glory Glow It All Out. Is there a shade on here? Shimmer Switch. Now this one, it's bizarre. It's pink. It's not really a highlight. It's not really a blush. It's somewhere in between and I just don't reach for it. So this one's going. It's been hanging around in my collection for way too long. We've got another one that's going. This is the Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter and this is in Matte Lights. Now this highlighter is so dusty. It doesn't really do anything. As you can see, it's shimmering kind of a bit in the pan there with the lights, but it's really, really dry and dusty, and I don't like that. It just reminds me of kind of baby powder. So that one's going. I've got one that I'm keeping. This is from e.l.f. and it's the Shimmering Highlighting Powder. Doesn't say what shade it is. This is gorgeous. Absolutely love it. It's a really nice shade. It just works for me on my cheeks. Absolutely stunning. I promised myself I wouldn't swatch these too much because I'd end up keeping too many. But yeah, that one is definitely staying. Another one that is staying, this is new to me, so I've got my hair is falling out and it's everywhere. This is from Catrice and it's the High Glow Mineral Highlighting Powder and this is in the shade Light Infusion. I think I picked this up last week. Yeah, it's really, really nice. This one and this one are very, very similar, but they're both new. Yeah, so I really want to play with this a bit more. Doesn't really smell. It looks like it'd have a fragrance, but it doesn't. So I'm keeping that one. Another one I can pass on. This is from MUA and it's a shimmer highlight powder and it's in the shade Radiant Cashmere. Now this, I've been kind of and ahhing for a while. I think it came as a gift with purchase and I thought, well, I would use it as an eyeshadow. It's a really, really gorgeous, look at that. See, now I don't want to get rid of it. No, that's got to go. I've got eyeshadows that look like this, and that's what I was going to use it as, was an eyeshadow, but I've swatched it, I've played with it, but not put it on my eyes, so I'm afraid this one's going to go. What else have I got that can go here? Here's another one. This is from Makeup Obsession, and it's the Mega Metal Highlighter, and it's in the shade Mega Metal, and this is another one that I thought, because I picked it up for like £1 on the website, that I would use as an eyeshadow. It's this bottom one here, but I've never actually gotten round to using it as one, so I'm going to pass that one along. Let's start removing these swatches. Another one I know I can pass along is this one. It's from Revolution again, and it's the Molten Bronze Highlight, and I was going to use this as an eyeshadow as well. Look at that shade. It's absolutely stunning. Oh, now I don't know if I want to get rid of it or not. Look at that. That would be absolutely gorgeous on the eyes, but I'm not reaching for it, and I have those shades in palettes, so this one is going. I'm doing well. I just need to keep it up. This is an unusual one. My daughter already got this in a subscription box last year. It's QKI, I think. And she said, "Mum, I'm not going to use that." So I was like, "Pass it here. It looks nice. Let me use it." And I really like it. Look at that. That's an absolute gorgeous shade. So I'm keeping hold of that one. It's small, so that it will fit in my drawer nicely, but I can get my highlighter brush in there. So that's kind of win-win. Got another one that I'm going to keep. This is my e.l.f. Glow Highlighter. This is Coconut. It smells like coconut. It's in the shade Moonlight. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. You can see I've hit pan on this. This is a really gorgeous cream. It reminds me of the Super Shock formula. It's the bottom one here. Yeah, it kind of reminds, look at that. It reminds me of that kind of formula where it's wet, or it feels wet, but it's not. So that's one is staying. It doesn't go patchy. I put it underneath powder, on top of powder. It just works. So gorgeous. This one, oh, I love the packaging on this, but it's so dry and dusty, and I thought I would use this on my eyes as well, and I just haven't reached for it. It's the Sugar Cookie Highlighter, and there we go. It's another gorgeous kind of gold, but it's too dry and dusty for me, and I'm just not reaching for it, so that one can go. I absolutely love this. This is one I do use regularly. It's the Revolution, it's Rose Gold Inglot Highlighter. It's absolutely gorgeous. I use this as a blush topper. Absolutely love it. As you can see, I've really kind of started to make a dent in the print there. This is going to take forever to get through, but I love it. It's staying. This is another one that can go. This is from e.l.f. I think this is just like a gold highlighter. This is another one that is so dusty and dry. I just can't get it to work. It's a shame because it looks absolutely gorgeous. But no, too dry and too dusty for me. And if it doesn't work, it's going to go. Now here's another one that's going to stay. This is absolutely huge. This is from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. It's the Skin Frost, and this is going to surprise you, King Tut. I use this on my eyes. This is an absolute gorgeous eyeshadow. I use this over and over and over and over again. 9 times out of 10, my eye look I will wear to work will just be this on the lid, bronzer in the crease, and I'm good to go. It's a 2-minute eye look with some mascara and a bit of eyeliner. So this one will go in with my single shadows, and I will keep it there. It's just absolutely huge. Here's another one that can go. This is the PS range from Primark. This is the Gold Lustre Highlighter. This is another one that's really kind of dry and not particularly nice to work with. Not a fan of it. It's very dusty. Yeah, so this one can go. Oh, this is getting more difficult now. I've got one here that I think it's time it went. I just don't reach for this anymore. It's the I Heart Revolution Vanilla Frosting. It's absolutely gorgeous, but I'm just not reaching for it, and it's so kind of Look at that. It's just so bulky in my drawer. It's just taking up so much space. And this still smells sweet. These smell like donuts. They are quite cute. Really nice concept, but not reaching for it. Right, what else do I have here? Oh, this one I absolutely love. This is Wet n Wild and it's in Precious Petals. Loads of people have this one. Absolutely stunning. Highly recommend it. Keeping hold of you. I've got one here from Revolution Pro and it's the light, is it the Lustre Highlighter? This is gorgeous. It's a rose. It's so nice. When I first got this, sorry, I know you're not supposed to blow in them, but I'm the only person who will use this. Yeah, when I first got this, I was like, I didn't want to use it in case I damaged it. But it's absolutely stunning, and it's such a soft formula. This, it just falls apart. But look at that, absolutely stunning. So that one is definitely staying, and if you can get your hands on it, try and pick it up. What have I got here? I have got the Revolution Super Highlight. This is from Revolution Love. I really like this one. This one's in Champagne. Sorry if you didn't see the packaging there. I'm getting a bit excited. I'm finding these very difficult to get into in the shade Champagne. It's really, really nice. It's a nice glowy one. I think they got the formula right on that. It's not really dry, but it's not creamy. It's how a highlighter should be. And it's so affordable. Really affordable. I'm going to start removing some of these swatches. This one can go now. I think it's about time. I've not reached for this in such a long time. It's the Revolution Blushing Hearts Iced Hearts. And it's the Triple Baked highlighter. This is kind of like, it was supposed to have been a dupe for the Too Faced, I think, boxed ones, but I just don't reach for this, so that one can go. I used to have a lot of those, kind of in different shades. I have got the Maybelline Face Studio Chrome Extreme, and this is in the shade, I think it's Molten Rose Gold. This one is definitely staying. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It took me a little while to get my hands on this shade because it was just, I just couldn't find it. But yeah, finally got it and I fell in love with it. This is one that can go. This is another one that is so dusty. Revolution are very hit and miss with the highlighters. They either nail it or it just goes down the pan in a really bad way. This is Highlighter Reloaded Set the Tone. It's just so dusty and dry and very, very glittery. Now I do have a couple of glittery highlighters here that I want to keep for kind of like that very late winter Christmas time, but this one just doesn't perform very well, so I'm going to pass that one on. One of these kind of glittery ones I am keeping hold of is the Revolution Glass Crystal Illuminator. Now I understand this packaging here is very similar to what Lunar Beauty released. Lunar Beauty designed their own compact, very much like this, very bespoke, and then Revolution came along and did one practically identical, which is a bit unfair, but I do love the packaging. I do want to get the Lunar Beauty as well. Yeah, so this one, it is, like I said, that kind of very glittery formula, but I really like it. It's not dry, the packaging is gorgeous, and I think around Christmas time that will look absolutely gorgeous on the cheeks. I have got, oh god, this is getting very hard now because I like all of these, but not all of these can stay. I have got the Sleek Makeup. This is the Copper Plate Highlighting Palette. There we go. Now these tones are just way too deep for me, so I'm going to pass these on. I've got eyeshadows like this, so I don't need to keep that. There is another palette over here. This is the MUA Light Lustre Highlight Kit in Golden Delights. Here's another one I'm going to let go. I got this as a gift with purchase, and I thought I might use it as eyeshadow, and I have done a couple of times, but yeah, I'm just not reaching it as I have eyeshadows, so that one's going. It takes up too much space in the drawer. This one is definitely staying. It's my Hourglass Ambient Light. This just sits in my highlighter and jaw just because of, you know, to me on my tone, on my skin, they are like highlights. And this is another one that's staying. This is practically identical to these, the way they perform. I'll swatch them side by side. I'll just go across that one, around that one. The way they kind of blend. Now the tones are slightly different, but the way they blend, they are just absolutely stunning on the skin. In actual fact, this one has a bit more punch to it as kind of like a highlighter. But yeah, absolutely love them both. So they are both staying. And this one is so affordable if you can get your hands on it. The Revolution Pro Skin Finish in the shade Opulent. Absolutely gorgeous. What do we have left? Oh, this one. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is the XXXS Lustre Highlight. This feels wet. It is really bizarre. It feels cold and wet. And then when it's on the skin, it feels dry. But look at that. It's absolutely stunning. I use that as an inner corner highlight. If my eyeshadow needs a kick up the backside because it's not performing as it should, I use this. Absolutely gorgeous. Definitely staying. Oh, there are so many of these now that I want to keep, and I shouldn't. This one is new to me. This is the Essence, and it's the Vintage Beach highlight, and it's Sun, Sea, Sand, Me and Vitamin C. I quite like this. It's kind of like a gold, and it's like sand kind of swirled together, and I just whack my brush in, give it a good swish. And it's a very, very kind of, as you can see, it's a subtle highlight, but I don't have very many subtle highlights, so I'm going to keep hold of that one. That is what I use if I'm doing a no makeup look. It's lovely. This one I'm going to pass on, even though it's absolutely gorgeous. I've just not reached for it in such a long time. So it's the Makeup Obsession, and it's the Shimmer Dust Loose Powder. So I just normally just pop my brush in there, but at the moment I'm just going to pop my finger in. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous powder. Oh, now I want to keep it. No, I'm keeping it. I knew I would do that. I would swatch it and go, no, actually, you're staying with me. Yeah, that one is staying with me. Oh dear. Now these are all absolutely lovely, and I really, really like them all. But I don't know if I should keep them all. This is Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Magic Star highlighter. This is a gold one. I use this as an inner corner highlight only. It's a bit too gold for my cheeks, but this is pricey and I can't let it go, really. I let my Charlotte Tilbury blusher go, but this one I'm going to keep hold of. But I do want to try her other shades, like Jeffree Star Highlight. I want to try his Skin Frost. So that one is staying. I've got another one here from Revolution. Doesn't actually say what shade it is, but I'm going to pass this one along. I've not reached for this in such a long time, so that one is going. I've got my Ofra in Rodeo Drive. This is a really small mini. There's a hair there. I love this as well, inner corner highlight, and I can get away with this on the cheeks if I use a really, really light hand. Looks absolutely gorgeous. It's a classic, that one, isn't it? So that one is staying. Plus it doesn't really take up too much room. Oh, nearly lost that one down the back. This is from Soda, and it's the Baby Get Higher Pressed Highlight. Now I found this on Beauty Bay, and it was really, really cheap. And I really like it. Now I'd never heard of this brand before, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. And I think I picked it up for about £5, maybe even less. So I'm going to look into seeing what else this brand does, and I recommend you go and have a look, because for the price, that's a nice highlight. I do like that, and I like packaging like that. Now I think this one I'm going to let it go. This is the I Heart Revolution. It's the Aristocats Beloved. Now for me, it was really nice when I first got it, and then I don't really reach for it. As you can see, a lot of the print is still in there. So that one is going. This one is staying. It's quite new. It's the Bourjois Little Petite Strober. I've had this before, and then I decluttered it, and my friend uses it, and now I miss it. I've got lots of like glitter everywhere now. It's kind of like this bottom one kind of here. My whole hand is shining because of highlight. I have a highlighted hand. So that one is staying. This one I think I'm going to pass on. This is just like dry glitter to me. It's the Beauty Bay Highlight in Flash, and it's a shame because this is quite new to me as well. But I've kept the Revolution one, so I'm going to pass that one along. And I think the last three here I'm going to keep. This is the Jouer Highlight, and it's in Illuminate. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. As you can see, I give that a really good. It's had a lot of good uses. It's this top one here. It's kind of like a really nice kind of pinky. There we go, look at that. A nice pink highlight. So I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to keep my Colourpop Super Shock highlight. I'm going to clean my hand off for a minute. Yeah, oh, if you want to see the state of my my everyday makeup cloth, look. As you can see, I've just done blushes, so it's gone pink. Yeah, this is my Colourpop Super Shock highlight, and it is in the shade Flexitarian. I absolutely love this. It feels so wet and cooling. It's just gorgeous, and look at that. It's absolutely stunning. I want to get some more shades, definitely, because I love the formula. And that, as an inner corner highlight, is absolutely gorgeous. Your eyes just pop. They really do. And then my last one, last but no means least, I'm going to keep hold of. It's my Only Becca highlight, and this is in Vanilla Quartz. And I absolutely love this. It's a little mini. It's a shame they're going out of business, but I understand there's a brand that's taken them over and will be selling some of their cult classics. So you may still be able to get hold of some of their highlighters. Oh, they're all falling over everywhere. Right, now I've got liquids and some creams here. Now these are the only kind of, I don't really reach for liquid highlighters anymore. And for that reason, a lot of these are going to go, practically all of them, I think. These three are the Revolution liquid highlighters. I've got liquid rose gold. There is Lustre Gold, and I think this one is in liquid ethereal, I think. I don't reach for any of these. I don't think I ever have used these. At one point, when you were going on the Revolution website, these were either on sale very, very cheaply, or they were a gift with purchase. So I ended up with loads of them, and I gave loads of them to friends and never used the ones that I kept. So I'm going to pass those on. And there's another one that I no longer reach for. This is the Jeffree Star Liquid Frost, and I cannot remember what shade you are. It doesn't say. It's very, very, very small on the bottom. But this formula, I don't know if it's not working as it should, but it's very thick. It's a gorgeous highlight. Absolutely stunning shade. Actually, I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to play with that one a bit more. Yeah, definitely, because that looks absolutely gorgeous. I've obviously popped too much on my hand, but yeah, I'm going to keep that one. I have changed my mind. This one I'm going to pass on. I think this is from the brand Julique. It was in a subscription box. It comes on like a doe foot. I've never used it. I put it in my everyday makeup drawer to use, and it's been sitting in there for the past couple of months and I still haven't reached for it, so this one is going. I think Ellie might like that one. This one I really like. I can never pronounce where this is from. Is it their Mina? Brand Mina, I think. It's the 330 highlighter stick, and this is gold. This is absolutely gorgeous, but I love it. There we go, it's just kind of just near the burn. I do apologise. You're kind of, as you watch these videos, you're watching kind of like a step-by-step healing process of it as well. Yeah, there it is. It's absolutely gorgeous, so I'm going to keep hold of that one. I have got here, these are the Revolution. It's kind of like their Halloween, part of their Halloween collection. I bought these and I've not used them either. It's nice skull packaging, just not reached for them, so I'm going to pass that on. It would look really nice on a shelf, I think, but I'm not going to use them. I have got here the Revolution Pro. This is their potion pot, and it's the highlighting potion, and it's in the shade Rose Quartz. I really like these. I'm just going to clear Jeffree off of the back of my hand. That sounded so wrong. Sorry Jeffree, I've got to wipe you away to make room for Revolution. You need to have a sense of humour when you're on this channel. Yeah, here it is. I love these. They are like a serum. They rub in like a serum, but look at that. These were so cheap on Revolution as well. So I'm keeping hold of that one. It just makes my hand look wet, and that's how it stays. I really recommend you pick these up. I put these on powder, under powder. It works perfectly fine. Just make sure before you use them, you give them a good shake. And then I've got here, this is from Illuminator, and it's one of their liquid highlights. I got this in a subscription box. I cannot read what the shade is, but I'm going to pass this along because I've just not reached for them at all. I swatched them and that's it. And then the last one here is the Spotlight highlighter pencil from Eco, and let's see what you're like. It's this one down here. I'm going to keep hold of that. That might be something that I can put sort of as an inner corner highlight. I've just got too much going on this hand now. See what I mean? That it's still... I have a wet hand, so I'm going to keep hold of that one. That's quite a lot of highlight we've worked through, and I think, bearing in mind all this was practically in one drawer, I've created quite a lot of space. So here's what I'm decluttering. Oh, trying to bring it up, and here is what I'm keeping. I think I'm definitely decluttering more than I'm keeping there, which is absolutely fabulous. Got some fantastic products that I can use more because I've cleared through the stuff that I'm not using. Now I need tea. Definitely. I can't believe the size of this all coming out of one drawer that I don't use. It's just absolutely crazy. I need to stop just searching through websites and just buying stuff because it's on sale, because it's very wasteful and it's quite naughty. So yeah, what do you think? I think when I've decluttered the face palettes, I will do a quick video on the box that I've practically half filled already with stuff. So I will upload that, I think, on the next video. But thank you for joining me again today, and I hope to see you again soon. In the meantime, lovelies, please take care.